everyone, and welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. Welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. And this morning, and maybe it's afternoon where you are, could be evening as well. Yes, we are coming out of a cold spell. So now, today, I'm going to be taking a tour of the garden. Let's see how cold weather affects tropical plants. Thank you for coming. Let me remind you to give a thumbs up. And subscribe if you have not yet done so. Thank you so much for coming by, ladies and gentlemen. Come out a little bit later than usual, but just trying to get out here when it gets a little bit warm, which is what it's doing right now. Thank you so much. So this morning, I'm going to be taking you around the garden. Let's see what's happening, what needs to be done. And now the last time I was with you, 2 days ago, you saw me preparing the garden for the cold weather. Thank you so much for coming. Is that Poa? Welcome. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you so much for your... Where are you watching from? Can you give me let me know from where you're watching? Yeah. Today, right now, it's warming up some. It's about 62 degrees now. It went down as far as... You're watching from Malaysia? Well, welcome, welcome. We're in the US right here. Thank you so much for coming. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your time. This is a papaya. I picked this papaya a couple of days ago and forgot it out here. When I remember it was so cold, I just said, no, it'll be all right. I know you have a lot of papayas in Malaysia. Thank you so much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate it. Jackie, good morning. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching? All right, so I'm gonna take a tour around the garden. Now, these are tropical plants, and we do not get cold weather often. So it went down to about 45 degrees, felt like 34. And if it's a sustained cold weather, it will really, really affect the plants. So I'm hoping that it doesn't get too cold too long. Usually 1 or 2 days is what you'll see. Poor, old enough to have a garden. Yeah. All right, so Here, right here is a dwarf. It's a dwarf mango tree. It's one of our latest um, trees. We call it an East Indian mango. If it's affected by the cold weather, in about 2 or 3 days, you will see it start turning brown. That's what will happen to the plants, all the plants, if it's affected. For example, papaya, like this papaya tree, they cannot tolerate cold weather. You will see the leaves, oh, so the leaves that start curling up. That's how you know that it was cold. And hopefully the tree will survive. We won't know for about 2 or 3 days if it did. But look how fruitful it is. See that? Lots of fruits. And there's another one right here too. It's very fruitful. Go for it. There it is up there. And then we have this fruit. It's called an ackee. It's the Jamaican national fruit. It's we already harvested. Just a few green ones are up there. It's also a tropical fruit. And then we have some more papaya right here too. Just hope this one didn't look like it was too bad at all. The leaves are not curling in this one. There's more fruits there. It's when it's not expected to, the temperature is not expected to drop this far for this week again. It'll be in the 50s, high 50s. High 50s, low 60s. That's what they will be for the rest of the week. But yesterday was very, very cold. Here's one of the ackee fruits here. This is green. When it's ripe, it will be opened. Thank you for coming. Do I eat any of the fruits in the garden? Oh yeah, all of them. I eat them, I give them away, share them with neighbors, friends, families. Yeah. Come on, if you come on, most time you will see when I'm harvesting. I think I have something to harvest today too. So usually when I harvest, I share with neighbors and families and friends. Right here is an avocado tree. It hasn't started bearing fruits yet, but it will soon, because earlier this year, there were blossoms all over the tree. And that's how you know when a first time avocado tree will be bearing fruit soon. It blossoms all over, and within 2 years, it will start bearing fruits. Here is another avocado plant that is in a container. So that shows that you don't need land space to plant something. Use containers. It has blossoms on it too. Let's get this old leaf off. And here is another one, another papaya. And this down here is our pineapple bed. One of many pineapple beds that we have. Here's a bunch of bananas as well. One of about four bunches. Here's another one back here that I'm seeing for the first time. Another one right there coming up. See in the corner? Right here. Oops, excuse me. That's a banana flower. Yeah. So we have two over here. And then we have some more. I'll show you as we go on. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. This is a dwarf avocado tree. And we have harvested 3 avocados from it so far. So far, it looks like, well, we won't be able to tell today about the cold weather. So give it about 2 or 3 days and we will see what the plants look like. That's a banana plant right here. And I see one of the leaves is turning yellow. You need to cut that down. I'll do that. Oh, I didn't work with my tool. This is yellow yam in containers. You can see the vines going up the tree. This tree is a palm tree. It's very tall. So the vines are healthy, very healthy. So that's another proof that you can grow anything in containers. Check out this coconut tree. This will be the second time that this tree is producing fruits. Yeah, the young coconuts right there. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your thumbs up, your time. Here's another banana plant. Growing tall and strong. And another one right here. I'm gonna have to prune. Should have brought my tool for pruning. And check out this bunch of bananas right here between the trees. Oops, excuse me. Between the trees right there. All right, and there's another one right here. So that one has about 8 or 9 hands. This is a Julie mango tree, a dwarf one. Yep. And right here is another coconut tree. This one is not bare. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Here is our container pineapple garden. You can plant anything in a container. Check out this other coconut. It's coconut plant. This one is bearing fruits for the first time. Yeah. Looks like we're going to get a lot of coconuts from it too. A lot of the small ones fell off of this one. And all of them fell off of this. And that's how it is with a coconut tree. You never get all because the wind blows them off or some kind of disease. So you just get, you take what you get and you're happy with it. This is a plantain plant. Now in 2 or 3 days, you will see the leaves start turning yellow if the cold weather affected it. And then I'll have to come and prune them all. This one is a sugar apple tree, also known as a sweet sap tree. We got one fruit from it last week. And under it, there are some what we call volunteer plants. They grew up from the kitchen scraps that we threw under here. And so this one is a pepper, bell pepper. Look at that. There's two right there. There it is. There's some under here too. And last time we harvested quite a few tomatoes from under here too. Don't see any tomatoes this time. But these pineapples here, we planted these pineapples. Oops, excuse me. We planted these pineapples down there, but the other things are growing up on their own. You hear the birds? Birds having a lovely time in the garden. I'll show you where they perch. We have two bird feeders. Here's another plantain. And as you can see, there's a small bunch on it. There it is. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your thumbs up. Yeah. And if you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and do that. Yeah, we're checking out the garden. You know, yesterday, this time it was very, very cold. So I'm checking it out. The birds are too. This is what we call a Nesberry sapodilla tree. It has a lot of fruits on it, and I'm happy that the winds didn't blow them off. No. Yes. We have quite a few. Yeah. It's lovely. That bunch is right there. Birds are. Now here are some more banana plants with a bunch right here. Now it looks like this tree started leaning over yesterday. Must have been the wind that caused it. See, it's leaning. Yeah, I mean, I have to prop it up and get it off this fence. And here's another bunch. And that's part of the sapodilla tree that I just showed you. Still a bit breezy, but it's not as cold as it was yesterday. Here's another papaya plant. And more. These are plantain plants. Oh, look at these. You see how these leaves got brown and crisp? That was from yesterday. Look at that. So I'm going to have to come around and trim these. Yeah, it really got crisp. Plantain plants. No plantains are on these yet. But very soon there will be. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for your time. I'm checking out the trees here after the very cold day we had yesterday. It was really, really cold for these plants. That was more plantain plants here. And here's another papaya. These leaves are not curling like first one we saw because they are in shade. They've been shaded by this coconut tree here. So I think that took off some of the cold from it yesterday. So the leaves looks very, very healthy. Hmm. This tree is where all the winds beat against. So there's not much coconuts coming up from it. This is first time bearing fruits too, but the wind is always on this side. So it took the beating. In a few minutes, I'm going to come by and show you what's in the beds. This is a guava tree. Now this one had quite a few small guavas. I don't know if they fell off. Here's one. Some more. Here's another. I see some. It looks like they survived. Oh, I see one that's ready to be harvested too. Let's get it before it falls off. Because if it falls off, the creatures are going to get it. It's right here. There you go. That was easy. So this is guava. And it's pink on the inside. You know, they come in different colors. You get pink, white, red. This one is pink. Hmm. There are many young ones. Young ones there. Yeah, I'm looking to see if there's any more to be harvested. Not yet. And this is the other side of the Nesberry or sapodilla tree. The fruits will get much, much bigger. They're all over. There's even some towards on the ground. That's where the limbs are. The limbs are on the ground, and so the fruits are there too. This is where the birds feed. The birds feed here. And we have all sorts of birds. Blue jays, doves, um, the grackles, cardinals, parrots. Yeah, they come by each day. This is a Barbados cherry tree. Now we trimmed, so very soon we expect to see some fruits. And over here is a jackfruit tree. This tree up here hasn't started bearing fruits yet, but it will. It should anytime soon now because it takes 5 to 7 years for a jackfruit fruit tree to start bearing. And this one is in its fifth year. Let me put away this fruit here. Mhm. Let me show you another fruit tree. It's right here. This is a June plum or golden apple or Pomsithia. What do you call this where you are? What do you call that fruit? Let me get rid of this thing here so you guys can see what's going on this screen. It won't disappear. Hold on, guys. One moment. Oh, amazing. What's going on today? Why this thing will not disappear? Trying to get the pole out of your way. Hmm. Some reason it won't go today. Don't like that at all. It won't go away. This poll wants you to respond. I thank you for your votes, though, but I wish you wouldn't stay in the middle of the screen. Drag it. I'm just gonna end it. End the poll. Okay, it won't go. I think I know what I need to do. I guess I'm gonna have to go on the computer and end it. So I'm going to just hold on a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a few here. Let me go ahead and end this poll. Talking to me? I'm just one of the papaya, one of the papaya trees over there. I'm not finished yet. I have this poll that will refuse to disappear from the screen. It's in the middle of the screen. People can't see, so I'm going to have to go on the computer and get rid of it. Okay. All right. So that's that. That's it. It's gone. So let's go look at the rest of the garden. Oh, then let me look over here at the new banana flower that I saw from the other side. What it looked like. Hmm. It's up in the corner. It's hard to see from here too. Let's look over here. Ah, can't see it from here. Hmm. There's another leaf that needs to go. You know what? I'm going to, I'm going to have to prune this. I'm pruning this. Just going to take off the leaves that are dying. Get there. There's another one up here. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Please remember your thumbs up. It's a nice bunch here. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 hands on that one. There was some on the other side too. It's under here. Now all the energy can go into the healthy parts. Oh, I'm gonna need my step stool up here to get to these. But let's see what we can do right here. All right. Let's get this one right here. Thank you for coming. All right, now I'm going to get those that was you saw over here. They were so crisp. Show you from this end. These ones that are so crisp. That means they got a beating yesterday in the cold weather and the winds. Looks much better now, huh? Let's take out this one right here. It definitely needs to go. These are plantain plants. We have a couple right here. Yeah, those look much better now. The aesthetic is pleasing to the eyes. Now here's another two of them over here, I think. Okay, so now I'm going to look at the beds. These beds, we prepared them yesterday by mulching them and watering them. That keeps them warm and it retains the water. Let's take a look. We also covered some of them. That's a good way of protecting your plants from the cold weather. These are Swiss chards, and I see a few of them that needs to be harvested, but they're looking good today. I'll put this back. Swiss chard, and right here are string beans. These are string beans right here. Mhm. And under this bed, before we go there, here are some mini bell peppers, and in between them are some okra plants. There's some peppers there. There's quite a few peppers on the plants. So, but I usually leave them until they turn red or yellow or orange. So I'm going to leave them there right now. And down here, also, we need to harvest these green onions. I'm going to do that and use them today. So let me get the shears on the container. One guava that was harvested earlier. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so that's that. Okay, now over here in this bed, I'm going to show you this bed right here. We have collard greens. We also have, okay, here are the collard greens right here, which we harvested from yesterday morning. And we also have some celery and lettuce. So these were harvested. The celery is not ready yet, not quite, almost. But we have been harvesting um, the lettuce and the collard greens. So let me put the netting back on these. The nettings are also. Hello, Ian. Good morning. Thank you so much for the plantain. Oh, the garden is. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, I hope you get some nice bunches. One nice bunch, and then some suckers from that plant. Yeah, I'm just checking out the garden here after this cold spell. And I know in about 2 or 3 days, I'm going to see even more evidence. Yeah. This is our beautiful tomato plant. There's some blossoms on it. It's good. And we have callaloo right here. So I've been doing a little experiment with the callaloo because this year the worms have decided that they're going to take over. So what I did was I put this netting over some of it to see if it will make a difference. And this callaloo needs to be harvested today. I think I'm going to do that now. And then we also have 2 more tomato plants in cages. So 2 tomatoes here. Thank you so much for your time, folks. These up here have been bombarded by the worms. See if I can find them. Yep. Let's see. Not yet. So all you need to do is just, cut them off and get rid of them. Don't drop them back in the bed. So what I'm going to harvest and then trim. Let me get rid of these first. For the most part, they're very healthy. Yeah. These are healthy. You know what I did was I sprayed this with neem oil, and I believe the neem oil did a very good job with these, because I'm not seeing the worms. I'm not seeing the worms at all. And that's a good thing. So I'm harvesting this callaloo, also known as amaranth. You don't want them to stay too long and then they get tough. And you know it's old or tough when the stems are tough. See, this is very tender. So I'm going to trim off some of those over here that seem to be a little wormy. Yeah, over there in that corner. I think I need to pull out this stalk because it seems like this one keeps reappearing with the worms. So I'm just going to pull it out of the ground. No use keep having it. And I'm putting it in the mulch bed so that it can keep producing soil. So I'll put this back on. So it's doing very well since I've treated it with the neem oil and trimmed it back. So this is good. We have a good little harvest right here. Here's what I got. And here we have our, oh, here's some more. I forgot to show you this bed. This is a pineapple bed, but you can't see the pineapple plants because we've also planted some okra between them. So let me see if there's any okra here to be harvested. Mm, I see one gone bad. Didn't get a chance to open up. The blossom didn't get a chance to open up. So let me cut it off. It's bad. Okay. I see little ones not ready to be harvested yet. Yeah, so the pineapple plants are there, but the okra is between them. Let's see, okra getting, oh, here's one. There's one okra here. I just cook it with my callaloo. There it is. And this is our sweet potato bed. The Jamaican sweet potatoes, we call them. Yep. And over here is another bed. We have kale, which I harvested yesterday. No, it wasn't yesterday. No, it's the day before. The day before the cold day. Yeah, yeah. So I harvested 2 days ago kale and mustard greens. Those were gifted to my neighbors. My neighbor was helping me prepare the garden for the cold weather. And here we have these are broccoli, the leaves. The broccoli has not yet come up. I hope the leaves don't get withered and dry in a couple of days from the cold weather. And I'm going to also harvest some June plums, golden apple, pompsicea, whatever you call it. It's time for them to be harvested. Hold on. Let me put you up so you can see better. Try to get you in the shade as well. Darrell, hello and good morning. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'm out here a little bit later this morning because it was cold. But now it's warming up. Doing much better. Yesterday was very, very cold. So I was checking out the plants to see what happened. But the true tests will be in 2 to 3 days. That's when you see if the plants were badly affected. So I'm picking the ripe ones. Wow, this is really ripe. Look at this. Wow. And this tree now is going to lose its leaves and then start the process again of blossoming and producing fruits. This is what they look like when they're ripen. Check out the ripe ones. Thank you. He says, nice garden. Thank you so much. Let me get you out of the sun. There it is. So it's going with the rest of my harvest here. And there's more up there too now, ripe ones. Get the ripe ones off or else they will fall off. And that's it. If they fall. I know quite a few people who love them. So I would not want that to happen and they just go to waste. No. Oh, see, one just fell off before I hardly get a chance to touch. Yeah, there's some down here too in the ground. It was very breezy yesterday too. See, I don't even have to cut. They come off easily. Yeah, another set. Another. And if you didn't see, for those who didn't see earlier, I also harvest a guava. It's in the bottom of this container. Here it is. Here's the guava. Mhm. You see this papaya tree just decided to plant itself in there. So we're just gonna leave it there and make it do its thing. Yeah, it's gonna get very tall. Hopefully we'll get a lot of fruits. Let me see if there's any blossoms starting on it. Because if it's not blossoming, if you have a papaya tree and it's just sitting there for months and months and months and you see nothing going on, oh, there's some buds right here. If that happens to you, it means you have a male tree. Yeah. So you just have to chop it down unless you want it for shade. But if you planted it for fruits and it's doing nothing, that means it's a male tree. Yes, folks. So I've been through the entire garden. Let me see how long I've been here. Oh, just about an hour. It seems pretty good right now. But by the end of the week, because today is Wednesday, by the end of the week, we'll see. You see this tree here? This is a jackfruit tree. This is what happens when it gets too cold. Look at this leaf right here. This is what happens when it gets too cold. The tree, that particular tree, the jackfruit tree, the papaya trees, they cannot stand cold weather at all. So what's going to happen in 3 days, 2 to 3 days? You're going to see a lot more of this happening on the tree. Hopefully, it will get warm enough so that it stop process of that happening, and we can save the tree again. This has happened twice before. I was kind of concerned, but the tree bounced back. So yeah, look, it looks like it was burnt. That's what cold weather does to tropical plants. Thank God it doesn't happen very often. During the winter, this may happen again another time. Before you know it, it'll be spring again and everything will spring back. Yes. So that's what I wanted to show you guys today. I thank you for coming, and those of you who left your thumbs up, I really appreciate it. Those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much again. And the regular viewers who keep coming back, oh, it's worth a lot to have you back over and over again. Thank you very much. Keeps me going. If you keep coming back, it means you want to see more. All right? So take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Could be evening for you right now, or whatever time it is. I hope it's a very prosperous one. So I want you to take care of yourself so you can take care of each other. Have a blessed day. Dan, I'm just about wrapping up. I know the time changed, couldn't come out any earlier. It was too cold. So as it got warm up, I decided to come out. Wasn't even sure if I was going to be in the garden today. But I thank you for showing up, as always. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Darrell. Take care. Bye. See you next time. Hopefully tomorrow, right here in the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden.